Hello, welcome to This Week in Japan. I'm the Gaijin John.
I'm the Geek Tom.
And together we are Geeks and Gaijins, and we bring you all the local news and ways to fight the winter blues from your favourite Japan.
Truly, it is the best Japan. Hit the nail on the head right there, John. It's also the worst Japan, though, so make of that what you will.
In this podcast, we'll be making a tier list of the Japans.
In S tier, not Japan. In A tier, I'm not quite sure. B tier, definitely Japan. B tier is Japan. There we go.
So, Thomas, you saying this podcast is clearly B tier?
Oh boy, that would be overselling it to the extreme. No, absolutely not. I'm not that hype about our own nonsense just yet.
I know what's going to get you more hype, because, Thomas, what do you think ice cream bags, TikTok, earrings, untranslatable bags, and spending Christmas alone all have in common?
I mean, that's a very strange way of looking back on my year, but it's not inaccurate, so carry on.
Well, apart from it being my failed pitch for a Japan-based Hallmark Christmas movie, they're all in this week's episode.
Perfect. It's exactly what I'm looking for on this wintry episode, is whatever that was. So, what are we starting the episode with today, John?
So Thomas has been totally paying attention to something that was 2 seconds ago. This is it's the cute corner. It's the corner that's cute, because I'm keeping the corner thing.
John, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a podcast. We'd be lucky if even half our listenership is actually listening to what we're saying and not just, I don't know, either putting it on as noise in the background or going to sleep with it. So,
Thomas, cute corner. Things that are cute that make us forget the suffering in our lives.
If only temporarily.
And we can't get cute without TikTok. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Yay.
Hashtag sorry, am sorry. We'll have to balance it out.
Thomas, as the weeb that we know we all are, have you ever heard the phrase, "Nani kore"?
Vaguely. I think like maybe one or two people have said that at some point.
Nani?
And what exactly is the point of Nani Kore, John? What are we getting at here?
A direct translation, nani means what, and kore means this. Usually a this that is like right in front of you. Nani kore is actually the wrong way round, because the normal version would be kore wa nan desu ka? This is what is, which is the way that Japanese works. But indeed, what is this? And apparently, it's nekos.
Oh, that's another Japanese word I've heard a lot of.
Yes.
Man, I'm so good at Japanese, John. Oh, I know like 3 words. I should definitely come over to Japan with you now, because I could definitely teach English to Japanese kids.
Neko is cat. People
Yes.
at home. Neko is cat. Bonus fact, nyan, as in nyan cat, nyan is what meow is in Japanese.
You know, like nyan. Nyan.
Well, there has been. I'm full up on the trends of Japanese TikTok, because
Oh God, why?
it's cold outside, Thomas.
Fair enough. That does, yes. You make a compelling point there, John. It is cold outside. That's how that song goes, you know. Baby, it's cold outside. I've got TikToks, and baby, it's cold outside. They've got cute cats. That's how it goes. Everyone knows. Classic song.
There's this new TikTok song in Japanese TikTok called Kore Nani, Kore Nani. A Kore Nani. Neko!
What's this cat?
Exactly.
Fantastic. I'm going to watch it right now.
And you can search this by literally typing Kore Nani, Neko into YouTube. That is a satisfied sound, ladies and gentlemen.
That's fantastic. I don't know why, but it's very effective. Basically, for anyone who hasn't already gone to watch and seen this, and I recommend that you do straight away. Just drop the podcast. It's not worth it. This is about cats now. It's just a series of videos where someone with a very high-pitched voice asks Kore nani in a sort of sing-song voice over and over, and you just see like a picture of the cat's feet or something, and then it goes Kore nani neko, and the cat just looks straight at the camera every time, and it just works. It's a fantastic piece of cinema. This is truly the future of media.
It literally just works. It's just cats. It's cute cats.
It just Bethesda's its way into my heart, and I love it so much.
So indeed, Kore nani, what is it? It's Thomas. It's Thomas's heart. Ah. But speaking of something that has also died, Go To Travel is dead. Woo!
Wow, that's gonna have given someone whiplash, but yes.
Well, it's not died. It's kind of been postponed. It is yet to die.
No, it is dead, John. We work in media. We must speak in hyperbole and extremes only. It is dead, never to be raised again.
Well, it's just been suspended from December 28th to January 11th because, the Rona. And also, this is the time period in which Japanese people, they go home or they go visit family, they visit shrines and stuff, all together in just a big, smooshy, shriny box. So, it's not the best time to be traveling. So, Japan went, finally, we should probably stop encouraging our citizens to travel during a pandemic.
That would make sense.
However, people have been defending it, mostly the Prime Minister, Suga-chan, my favourite Powerpuff Girl. And so he has been defending it all this time until, you know what? Guess what? All the corona numbers in Japan were rising, including, old people dying. Who'd have thought? And so he finally went, let's suspend this. Okay. Also, after, his popularity went down, 20 points. 20 to 30 points. The government is not doing well.
Oh, man. Imagine that. The government is very unpopular this time. Goodness knows, that's an irregularity. Poor Japan.
Japan is essentially a almost one-party democracy. He's been doing nothing and somehow getting everything wrong.
I think doing nothing is definitely getting things wrong, just at a base level. It's the longer you do nothing, the worse things get. So, yeah.
But let's just say this guy only became prime minister 3 or 4 months ago. His party has already gone from 70% approval in the polls down to about 45.
Boy, just squandering the Abe legacy right there.
Yeah, by the way, before Abe, Japan had an average of a new prime minister almost every year. So I've got my bingo sheet ready, guys. It didn't help that literally the evening he announced he was suspending the Go To Travel campaign, he had a dinner party with 15 people.
Of course he did. Of course he did. He's the prime minister of a country. Of course he's just gonna go, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go have a fancy dinner with a whole bunch of people because, you know what?
His office defended it, going, he's the prime minister. He kind of has to do this stuff. And you go, however, it also doesn't help that there was also another Go To campaign. The slightly spottier younger brother of Go To Travel.
Fantastic.
Which is Go To Eat. And this has been going on for quite a while, despite the fact multiple government organizations have said one of the main places in which coronavirus spreads in Japan is large groups of people eating together, because obviously you can't really wear a mask.
You know what, John? Eat out to help out. Come on, John. It's all about boosting the economy.
Well, that's what Suga said, but he said that you must keep your Go To Eats to 4 people or less. You cannot eat with more than that. Say 15 other people? That would be ridiculous. How could you?
That would just be...
You should be responsible.
It would just be dangerous and irresponsible to have that many people in the same room eating at once.
Let us think like Suga-chan. What would Suga-chan do? What would he do?
Let's remember, Suga here isn't like the youngest of Sprouts, is he? He's not exactly out of the danger zone for coronavirus by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, he's 72.
Yeah, of all the people to be taking liberties and risks around coronavirus, this man should not be doing it in any capacity. He's a danger to himself and others.
And now it's time for Crime Corner, but not really. Instead, we've replaced Crime Corner this week with Thomas.
What?
Do you want to do the...
You just replaced it with me. I'm just the Crime Corner now.
Well, and the two white men talk about racism in Japan section.
Hold on, let me just double check. What are my credentials for this? Oh, none. Fantastic. Let's get going. Hell yes.
I have some credentials here because it is talking about ALTs, Assistant Language Teachers, the job that I does. I teach English.
I didn't realise ALTs were a race, John.
Well, ALTs are not a race, but there are many races who are ALTs.
That's fair.
Yeah, people come from all over the world, and so many different people have many different cultures. The front of Japanese Twitter this week of a story, mostly a story that got very annoyed in like the ALT internet sphere that I live in. It is about a woman who was asked to remove her earrings by the Board of Education.
By the Board of Education? Wow, that's from high up.
Here is how the levels of my school goes. There's
Cool.
me.
Uh-huh.
There's the Japanese language teacher.
Uh-huh.
There's the office manager.
Mm-hmm.
The deputy headmaster.
Okay.
The deputy headmaster who's above that deputy headmaster.
You lost me already. Carry on.
The headmaster.
The headmaster, yeah.
The janitor.
Obviously. It cleans the bathrooms. That's essential.
And then the Board of Education.
And then the Board of Education.
So this is like 10 times up. Well, it's not, because technically as an ALT, I am employed by the Board of Education, so they're my direct employer. But it's kind of ridiculous for them to do anything, because I talk to them like 6 times a year, 5 times a year. That's about it. I think I maybe see someone from there like once or twice a year. However, the issue here is the ALT was from Latin America, and this story was shared by a JT or Japanese teacher on Twitter. And the important things about ALT is sharing our culture. We're not only here to talk about, like, talk in English and teach English, but basically acknowledge to Japanese people, non-Japanese people exist. I think you're lying.
There's a whole world out there in not Japan, and there's actually different people.
There is a Japanese word for not Japan. It's gaikoku. I'm not making that up.
It's where John gets his title from. He is a gaijin from Gaikoku land.
Indeed, the official term being gaikoku-jin. But yes, people are going, it's just earrings. What is the problem? You can just take them out. This is like, I've worked at jobs that have like dress codes before, and you're a teacher. So what was so offensive about these earrings?
Mm-hmm.
They were hoops. They were hoop earrings.
They were just large earrings, you say?
Yes. So, for those who don't know, because I was learning, it's rather interesting that hooped earrings are actually seen by lots of South American people as part of their culture, and lots of Latin American women. That hoop earrings are kind of an element of empowerment. That was something really interesting. And so, apparently the hoop earrings, they're worn from a young age to defy racial discrimination and act as a symbol of strength and self-respect. And so, that's the kind of thing. You are a physical embodiment of, let's learn about another country and culture.
I think John's an A-star example of British culture, quite frankly. They couldn't have sent anyone better.
Well, I have a moustache now, so there's that.
So, hold on. So they didn't even have like a teacher go, hey, you probably shouldn't wear those, or the headmaster go, hey, we have a dress code here, you can't wear that. Just someday she got a letter from the Board of Education going, stop.
her headmaster got sent a letter from the Board of Education saying, please talk to the ALT about it, which is the indirect way of the Board of Education going, stop doing it.
What?
This is the thing, Japan has, strict school uniform for the students. Teachers are expected to, dress normally, but hooped earrings are in no way, a different part of that.
Do you have many teachers in your school wearing many earrings, John? I don't think you really probably noticed all that much before now.
I don't. I'm a man. I don't pay attention.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around the sequence of events happened here, because the Board of Education doesn't care about this sort of stuff because they don't notice. They're not going to the schools, looking around, checking the dress codes themselves. So someone in the school must have complained to the Board of Education about the earrings, and they go, this is a serious problem, we need to address this right away, and then sent a letter to the headmaster going, you need to sort this teacher out because someone else in your school has a problem with them wearing earrings or something. Correct me if I'm wrong on any of these assumptions, John.
What is likely what happened, this ALT works at an elementary school, so these kids are fairly young, so some people could argue, what if kids pulled them or something? But that would be, a problem that the ALT had with students. So you'd talk to, the homeroom teachers. You might do a lesson on it. You might talk to the students, go, this is why this is wrong. These are why these things are important to me. But no. But no. Yeah. So basically what likely happened was one of the elementary school students might have, offhand talked to their parents or whatever and gone, ALT Sensei has these really cool earrings. They're
oh, no, not the parents.
Yeah, so one of the parents got it what? Earrings? In my school? My child can't know that earrings exists.
What if they want big old hoops from their ears as well?
This is the social degradation coming from the West that the internet warned me about.
That all the anime profile pictures warned me about.
This parent will likely have complained directly to the Board of Education.
As you do, obviously. Go straight to the top. Go full Karen on this. Don't wait around. You want results. You didn't come here to take prisoners. Your child has seen earrings.
Oh, dear. So, yeah, this is...
Wait till they hear about Demon Slayer, boys. Oh, dear.
Yeah, oh... Welcome to Japan. It's weird sometimes. I want to say that my school is lovely, and, I can't see this happening in schools that I work at or that a lot of my friends work at. But, this is the kind of thing that Japan is... very passive-aggressive. Note there are even, some people saying, oh, you should just take out the earrings to keep the peace. But no, that is an awful attitude. You are there as an ambassador of your culture, and by essentially agreeing to go, it's not that big an issue, you're going that, my culture is not an issue. This thing that I'm here to spread and talk to people about is actually not that important. You can just ignore me, guys.
Yeah, it feels like you're missing the point of having an ALT come over if you're just going to, force them into a pigeonhole of what they can and cannot share. At that point, you might as well just hire a Japanese teacher.
Yeah. However, there's no conclusion, I'm afraid. We don't know what happened to this ALT. This was a teacher just, talking about an ex-ALT, about being very angry with the Board of Education. And, yeah, there's a little, window into my life. Well, not mine, because I'm not from Latin America and I'm not trying to get away with big hooped earrings.
That would be a twist. I'd be very surprised.
The only thing that I've known, not in my school, but in schools near me, is ALTs with, visible tattoos being asked to cover them up, which is... It's not the best thing in the world, but it's in the cultural stigma that Japan has around tattoos is, it's changing, but also, especially people with younger kids, I can understand people getting annoyed. I don't agree with it, but I can understand it. Whereas it's just earrings. And
As John mentioned previously, we hardly even consider earrings, especially if we're not planning on wearing them in the first place. So it just seems bizarre.
Yeah, absolutely bizarre. Welcome to the bizarre world of Japan.
Have you been getting away with your facial hair just because of the masks, by the way?
Yes, I have. Uh-huh.
I keep forgetting that's a big thing over there as well. Is no facial hair.
It's kind of changing, and also we might do an episode or a section all on facial hair. But one thing is there are different fashion standards for Westerners than Japanese people. So a Japanese person with a beard, like a Japanese boy my age with a beard, might be seen as, oh, that's dirty, oh, he's just unkempt. Whereas they have like a different standard for Westerners. Westerners can have beards. That's cool, that's okay.
Oh, God.
As long as they're like not too big and weird. Then they're just a bit like, eh.
Oh, man, you should just show a Japanese person a picture of Brian Blessed and give him an aneurysm.
Gordon's alive?
However, I was told by one of the teachers when they saw me eating my lunch, they was like, oh, you have a beard. Oh, you look wild. I was like, excuse me? He then explained that it was meant as a compliment, as in to be like cool. I was like, oh, I just thought I looked nice.
Yes, John, you look like a caveman, but I mean that as a compliment. That's a good thing.
For those who like don't watch the streams, I have like a quite like nicely clipped moustache and like small beard. Like it's like
it's why no one notices whilst he's wearing a mask, because it's not on his cheeks or anything. It's literally just the chin and the top lip. But... think Disney villain. Think like Disney villain.
That's what I'm going for.
But even that is too wild for the Japanese. That's just it's outrageous, John. I can't believe you would ever try this. You dangerous menace to society.
Well, it seems to be wild in a cool way, so I'm good with that. This in no way reflects my personality whatsoever, but I'm cool. I'm cool with it. Okay, all this complaining and talking about beards has made me hungry. It's time for snack break.
Fantastic.
In the snack corners.
And what exactly do you have for us in snack corner? Corner number 3. The autumn corner, I guess, for the seasons. I don't really know what we're doing anymore.
It's a bag.
It's a bag. It says cool-ish on the side.
This is the bag of ice cream that I was mentioning before, if you were paying attention at the beginning.
Yeah. Oh, I was not. We all know this.
In Japan, they sell ice cream in bags.
Take that, Canada. This is a step up from your bagged milk. I don't think we have any listeners in Canada, so I think I got away with that one.
Yes, but this is a brand called Coolish. For those who watch anime, it's the same thing that like the energy jelly comes in. They're like a little plastic / silvery bag that you then just you screw off the top and then you just squish.
It looks like a squeezy yogurt.
Yeah,
but for ice cream.
Indeed. And so this is Coolish vanilla flavor. Part of the reason I also wanted to do it this week is I saw their advertising.
It clearly worked on you, John.
So, Thomas, would you like to read their advertising slogan?
Cool, cooler, cool-ish. Coolish.
It's just cool. Do you want it cooler? Ooh, we could have the coolest. No, coolish.
Cool-ish. Yes.
Again, like
that's not how the English language works, but sure.
Japan don't care.
Coolish definitely comes before cool, but sure. We'll let you have this one, Japan.
So there are multiple flavors. I just got vanilla. You can get like grape, or there was also energy drink flavored ones and chocolate ones.
I'm never going to get over energy drink flavor. What the heck is that?
Japan loves its energy drinks. I think it was Pocari Sweat or something else flavored. Oh, what was it? Calpis. It was Calpis flavor.
That's a terrible name.
Campus.
It's just a terrible
Yes,
name.
it is. But here we go. Itadakimasu. I don't know. Do I drink? Do I eat this? Kampai itadakimasu. It's ice cream, innit?
It's ice cream, innit? It's like soft, squeezy. Don't ever do that again.
For those at home, I just squeezed it out into like a little column.
It's like a very solid shot of toothpaste. Fascinating.
Like, it's not the best ice cream in the world, but then again, it's from a bag. Like, it's kind of fun as a squeezy thing that you just like, you sit and like you drink like a frozen Capri Sun. It makes your face look very silly, but also you can eat them surprisingly quickly, as I've had them before and gone suddenly, brain freeze. I seem to have had the problem of eating too much ice cream. How did that happen? Oh.
Yeah, because you're not like scooping it with a spoon or licking it off a cone. You're just shooting it directly into your mouth.
It tastes like the cheap kind of ice cream you'd like get at school or something. It's like, yeah, it's the best like lunch dessert ever. It's ice cream. Yeah.
It's not even Raspberry Ripple.
I don't think this is even classed as ice cream. Like, Japan has like different classes of like, is it ice, softer ice?
It's legally distinct from ice cream. Fantastic.
This is rakuto ice. So it's not even allowed to be called ice cream.
Oh, I feel encouraged to have more of that now.
But what can I do? It's coolish.
It's definitely that.
And you can stop halfway through and just twiddle the top back on. It's a little screw top. So you can have the rest of it for later.
Genius.
I give that a really bad Christmas episode out of 10. Like, I enjoy it at the time, but I really feel like I shouldn't. Now, finally, it's the topical corner. Whoa! It's not the one I didn't forget it this time. I mean,
so
it's...
what are we being topical about today, John? Because I'm not very familiar with us being topical ever. We're out of practice. So
it's snow in Japan. It snowed in the Japans where I am.
How bad is the snow in Japan, John?
It got, well, where I am, it got like pretty bad. We got like about 5-10 centimeters of the stuff. It was snow plow level. Like,
Damn.
I arrived at school, there were teachers like out with the your little shovels. I arrived just in time to go, oh, they've just finished.
Good job, team.
Yeah. Luckily for me, school has just finished. Most schools, I think, are still on till the end of this week. And it's Christmas at the end of this week, so I thought we'd go into Japanese Kurisumas. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas. I'm not doing the Japanese accent. I'd be absolutely slaughtered.
I'm just saying Merry Christmas in Japanese.
He can do that. He can speak a basic level of Japanese, which we all know I can't. I'm physically incapable of it because I haven't been taught.
Yeah, also everyone is just kind of tired here. Like, Christmas is not a thing in Japan. Well, it is, but it's a weird thing. So let's get into the weird world of Japanese Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho!
So first of all, there's no holiday on Christmas. You go into work, sucker. Unless you're me and you're taking a day off this Friday to spend Christmas alone. Yay! However, what you eat at Christmas is, of course, the important thing, Thomas.
Obviously.
And in Japan, you eat chicken. Apparently, like in America, apparently they eat chicken. We eat turkey in the UK.
They've already used all the turkey on Thanksgiving in America. They can't have turkey twice or in a row. That would be ridiculous.
Having turkey in 2 consecutive months? What madness would that be?
And also in England, we don't really care. We say turkey is the staple, but you can have pretty much whatever you want. and
Roast
no
beef,
one's really going to
whatever.
complain. You have a big slab of roast meat, everyone's happy.
Or even a nut roast, and then the vegetarian is kind of sad, but still fine.
Everyone's like, yeah, okay, this isn't quite as good. Yeah, it's at least vegetarian. At least
They
I'm included.
remembered me.
Instead of you sort of shoveling parsnips and sprouts down your throat for the entire meal.
Yep. So some people do go to KFC on Christmas. Some people order stuff that they then take home from KFC at Christmas. Like KFC has an entire like Christmas like menu. So because people don't have big ovens here, you can put this like partially cooked and you put it in a microwave. So it's like, yeah, like it's a family way to do Christmas. But also, like some people just get Christmas cake. And Japanese Christmas cake is much better than everyone else's. I'm sorry.
Well, we don't really have like Christmas cake. They don't have like a pudding they smother in alcohol and set on fire, so I'm not really sure who's winning on this front.
Well, no, but they get sponge cake decorated with strawberries and whipped cream, or chocolate cake, or shortcake. Just
Those are all pretty good options.
It's strawberry shortcake. It's whatever cake you want. It's Japanese Christmas cake. They're kind of a bit expensive, but boy, like it's just better. I'm sorry. The big difference other than the food in Japan is that Christmas is a day for couples. Woo. It's a snowy Valentine's Day.
Just mistletoe
basically.
all over the place.
Yeah. So if you want to go outside and try not to be lonely, too bad. Here are constant reminders how sad you are. Look at all these happy people.
Look at all these 21 couples who got matched by an AI last year.
Oh dear.
Feel bad.
This is the kind of thing, because Japanese at Christmas, they have an entire word for being alone at Christmas. Well, a slang term. And that is kuribochi. At this Christmas, I'm kuribochi. It's the words for Christmas, kurisumas, and hitoribochi, which means loneliness. So it'd be like... It's literally would be the word of, like, loneliness. Loneliness!
Oh, no.
It's the most depressing time of the year.
Oh, dear. It's weird to have a culture that's, like, not massively big on Christmas, but big enough on Christmas that you need your own word for being a loser on the day.
Though lots of couples go to, like, Tokyo Disneyland, which, by the way, is still open.
Oh, God's sake. Disney. Stop trying to kill people for profit.
Nope. That's literally that's their market statement, Thomas. They'd lose shareholders if they said they wouldn't do that.
What was that about presents?
Yeah, so, by the way, no Christmas presents for you, Thomas. No
That's
Christmas
fair
presents.
enough. I haven't been a good boy this year, so I don't deserve any. Just coal for me, please.
It's more the fact that only small children get Christmas presents in Japan. Like, if you're about below 9 or 10, you might get a Christmas present from Santa-san, who lives in Finland.
I mean, yes. Yes, he does.
They don't say Lapland, which we do occasionally in the UK. They just say Finland. It just makes me think of, like, Santa Claus, like a Japanese Santa Claus, just sitting there, just sitting in Helsinki, just like, I gotta go to Japan soon. All the flights are closed. I'll just stay here. What can you do?
It's just the same as regular Santa, only he's very hungover and antisocial. So, you know.
So, like Santa, like the guy who only works one day a year and doesn't see anyone.
He's got to do something to pass the time.
Yeah. Though, however, what is big after Christmas is, of course, New Year. We do have a New Year break, which is why the Go To Travel campaign was cancelled. Woo. There goes my holiday. Thanks, Suga-chan. So I'm staying at home this Christmas. I will be kuribochi. New Year's is when you spend your time with your family. Almost all government employees have time off. So you go to the shrine together, and if you're a kid, you don't get presents, but you get the second or maybe the better thing. Thomas, what is better
Chocolate?
than presents?
Chocolate.
Money!
Oh,
Money
can be used to exchange to buy chocolate.
Exactly. So yeah, you get like New Year's money envelopes, and you can spend them on something that is the bane of my teaching life.
Chocolate!
Not chocolate.
Oh.
These are lucky bags, direct translation. However, there is no proper English translation for them, and that is why I hate them. And because we have students write about their Christmas holidays. What did you do? And so many of them want to write about these lucky bags.
What's the Japanese word for them?
The Japanese word is fukubukuro, which is literally lucky and bag.
So, lucky bag.
Yeah, but what do you think of when I say the word lucky bag?
I really don't. Nothing comes to mind.
It'd be like, oh, Jim, I got a fukubukuro yesterday. Cool. Oh, Jim, I got a lucky bag yesterday. Cool. Those sentences have exactly the same meaning in your mind. Therefore, translation has failed.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So these are specific things that are kind of, I think they're only in Japan. They might be in other East Asian countries are available. They are sold by department stores, and you can't see. They're real life loot boxes.
Oh, goody.
They're filled with stuff that the department store wants to get rid of, but usually their value is above the amount that you'd pay for it, and you can't look in it. And usually they're branded to either the store or and they're pretty nice stuff. So maybe you'll get an Anpan-Man themed fukubukuro, or like a Kimetsu no Yaiba fukubukuro, or maybe you'd go to like John Lewis and get like a John Lewis fukubukuro. It's almost like a hamper. It's like a Christmas hamper that you don't know what's in it. And so these are usually sold on like the day after New Year's or the days leading up to New Year's. Being like, there's actually a big thing this year because of coronavirus and they don't want big crowds, that they've actually extended the time you can buy these. Because they're like limited edition. People want their fukubukuros.
People are excited to buy the trash the stores are getting rid of after Christmas.
Well, it like started as kind of a trash thing. Apparently, it was started as an easy way for stores to unload excess and unwanted merchandise. And it's also part of a Japanese superstition that you don't want to start New Year with unwanted items from the previous year, so you sell it to someone else. But the term fuku also comes from there is fortune in leftovers, which is a Japanese phrase. Good stuff from it. But people have criticized it, like you said, of just renaming and buy my thing.
It's a fantastic marketing choice of, here's my trash, and everyone's like, nah, I don't really want to buy your trash though. And then you go, okay, but I've just put my trash in a mystery box. Ooh, what's in the mystery box? I was like, okay, I need to know what's in the mystery box now. Here's my money.
Pretty much. Though they're not usually more than about $100, so they can be anything from a couple of dollars to up to about $100, and that might be something with some really bunches of really nice chocolates or
Yay!
knives, kitchen accessories. They're a big thing. However, the most expensive one ever was priced at 206 million yen. That's $1.7 million.
What?
And that was at a Tokyo jewelry store.
Yeah, I was about to say, is there Fabergé eggs in that thing? What the hell?
Pretty much. Diamonds. It's got diamonds.
Okay, diamonds, fine. A diamond loot box, fine. That's what we're doing today, Japan.
I haven't found what's inside the most expensive one, but one of the common ones is one that's about 5.5 million yen. That's about 49,000 US dollars, and that was by Tobu Department Store. So this was to celebrate the 55th anniversary. It contained a figurine, a ring, and a pendant made from coral. Yeah. Apparently this was worth almost $50,000. However, apparently the most wanted one is one done by Apple. And so they apparently sell one for around 36,000 yen, which very commonly contains like new MacBooks and iPads. They're a marketing gimmick, basically. And also Japanese YouTube. Like, you think unboxing YouTube is big? Try Japanese lucky bag unboxing YouTube videos.
Oh no! Well, that's something to keep you busy over the holidays, John.
Yeah, or maybe go to Häagen-Dazs, who have limited flavors, or maybe go to Nike, Adidas, or Puma. Maybe go to Starbucks for their Fukubukuro. Everyone does Fukubukuros. I hate these bags so much.
Oh, they are terrible. I hate everything about them.
But there's such a thing, the kids love them, and what I keep on trying to tell them is like, they don't exist outside Japan, and it looks like you've kicked them and told them that Santa Claus isn't real, which he is. But it's like, what? No Christmas loot bag? I'm like, no, we get presents from like our family.
I mean, you're basically describing a stocking, but if you knew you were getting some good in it.
I'm like talking like, yeah, but I'm like talking a pre-made stocking made by Apple.
The iStock coming to a shop near you.
Have you ever wanted to see what Jeff Bezos would stuff in your stocking? Yeah.
It's labor! Yay!
And live ladybugs.
Yay!
10,000 live ladybugs.
I mean, it's winter. They should all be asleep. Oh, God. Why?
Well, that will have to be a question that people answer next year, because that was the end of the show, and psych, it was our last episode before the new year. Oh, because we need a break. Well, it's a week break. We won't be gone that long. Cool your jets. Don't rush off. Don't delete all the podcasts from your iPhone. It's fine. We'll be back. But you can, of course, find us if you want to find us. If you want to find us again.
For some reason.
If this one time wasn't enough for you, we are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm the Gaijin John. I upload photos of the food and rubbish stuff that I eat. I'm also the Gaijin John on Twitter. We are Geeks and Gaijins on YouTube as well. We are also Geeks and Gaijins on Twitch. We stream on Twitch. It's occasional and it's very funny. We play stupid Japanese video games. Yes. Thomas, do you have any seasons like message? As the Queen does for Great Britain, Thomas does for the podcast.
Yes, it's a yearly tradition starting now.
It's Britain. We make a tradition instantly. It's like Brexit Day.
It has always been Brexit Day. We've always been at war with the EU.
I don't know. Ho, ho, ho. Merry everyone. Have a good new year. Maybe. Try your best, I guess. It's not like much is going to change.
But well done, guys. We're getting through this. Yuck. And to everyone, yoku yatta. We did it. We're almost here. Almost at the end of the year. So, firstly, I will say yo o toshio, which means, well, Happy New Year, but only before New Year. But yes, if you're listening to this after New Year, please redact what I just said. I didn't say that to you. How dare you?
I would never do something so rude.
Merry Christmas, and we will see you next year in Japan.